AfroTales Podcast is a part of the Connected Podcast Network. Chef. Yes, Glio. Don't you love how we get to share our stories and recipes? Yes, I enjoy it greatly. Do you know what makes it possible for everyone to hear us? Yes, Glio. Our voices, obviously. True, but it's also Anchor, a hosting platform that distributes the podcast to places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and others. Oh, yes. And isn't everything needed to make a podcast in one place? That's correct. And the best thing of all, Chef, it's free. Free, you say? Free. And all I had to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So, you just had to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yep. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and do what we're doing now. Fantastic, Grio. Simply fantastic. I know, Chef. I know. Ahoy, my friend, and welcome aboard the AfroTales Podcast, a ship that will carry us from location to location, exploring the tales that grew from the African diaspora in the Americas and the Caribbean. I am Aman Mazinga, your teller of yarns. As we head out, a particular yarn for each location will be spun. Come, sit with me, and enjoy this journey. Brer Opossum loves him some peace. One night, Brer Opossum called by Brer Raccoon house, according to a previous arrangement, that is. After gobbling up a dish of fried greens and smoking a cigar, they rambled forth to see how things was getting along. Brer Raccoon was one of these natural pacers, and he raced along like a pony. Brer Opossum, he went in a hand gallop, and they could cover a heap of ground, I tell you. Brer Opossum, he got his belly full of persimmons, while Brer Raccoon, he scooped up a good many frogs and tadpoles along the way. They ambled along, just as sociable as a basket of kittens, until, by and by, they heard Mr. Dog talking to himself off in the woods. Supposing he run up on us, Brer Opossum, what you going to do? Brer Opossum sort of laughed around the corners of his mouth. Oh, if he comes, Brer Raccoon, I'm going to stand by you. What are you going to do? Who, me? If he run up on me, I'd give him one big scratch. That's what I do. Mr. Dog, he came, and he came a-zooming. He didn't wait to say howdy neither. He just sailed into the two of them. The very first pass he made, Brer Opossum put on a grin from ear to ear and killed over like he was dead. Yes, he did. Then Mr. Dog, he sailed into Brer Raccoon. And right there is where he really found himself in trouble. Because Brer Raccoon, he was cut out for that kind of business. And he fairly wiped up the face of the earth with him. Now, you better believe me when I tell you, Mr. Dog got a chance to make himself scarce, and he took it. At least what there was left of him. He went yelping through the woods like he was shot out of a musket. And Brer Raccoon, he sort of put himself back together, straightened up his clothes, make into shape, and dusted himself off. Brer Opossum, he still lay there like he was dead until finally he raised himself up carefully. And when he found the coast was clear, boy, he scrambled up and scampered off like he was something after him. Next time Brer Opossum met Brer Raccoon, Raccoon flat out refused to respond to his greeting. And this made Brer Opossum feel bad, as they used to make some many excursions together. What makes you hold your head so high, Raccoon? I ain't running around with no cowards these days. That made Brer Opossum pretty mad. Who's the coward? You are. That's who. I ain't associating with anyone who lies down on the ground and plays dead when there's a fight going on. Then Brer Opossum grinned and laughed fit to kill himself. Lord, Brother Coon, you don't expect that I did that because I was afraid, do you? Why I wasn't any more afraid than you are this minute. What was there to be scared of? I knew you'd fool Mr. Dog if I didn't. And just laying there watching you take him up, waiting to get in the fight when the time was right. Raccoon turned up his nose. Likely story. And Mr. Dog didn't even touch you, and you killed right over and lay there and like a steel board. That was just what I was going to tell you about, Raccoon. I wasn't any more scared than you are right now, I'm telling you. I was fixing to give Mr. Dog a sample of my teeth in his neck. But I tell you, hold on, I tell you, I'm the most ticklish fool you ever laid eyes on. Yeah, yes I is. And no sooner did Mr. Dog put his nose down along my ribs than I got laughing. And I laughed until I lost the use of my limbs. And it's a mercy unto Mr. Dog because a little more I'd eat him. I don't mind fighting, Raccoon, any more than you do. But I just can't stand tickling. Get me in a fight where there isn't any tickling allowed, and I am your man, I tell you. Well, down to this day, Brer Opossum's bound to surrender when you touch him in his short ribs. And he'll laugh if he knows he's going to be smashed for it. And that's the truth. The end. Wow. So that story there had me dying. I had to record that about 2 times. So that's reading it through about 3 times to refresh myself and to be able to read that in a way to where I can, without too many ad-libs. And I must say that Brer Opossum, I love him. I love Brer Opossum. Raccoon is cool too, but Brer Opossum, he like, yo, we know guys like that. We know people like that will run off in the minute they see danger. And he was like, oh, I'm here. I'm going to be here with you. I got your back. And then as soon as danger came, that boy killed over and he played dead until danger was gone and good and gone and wasn't coming back with no more friends. He knew what to do. And you know, sometimes you just got to know what to do. Sometimes you can stand and fight, and sometimes you got to kill off and play dead, you know? Sometimes you can be Raccoon, sometimes you got to be Brer Opossum and live and go on about your business. And he just like, I can fight. They lucky I'm ticklish because I can fight. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You might not have ever seen it, but I can fight. But I just know Raccoon ain't believe nothing that man said. They probably good friends again, but he ain't believe him. But now he know. He know what kind of person he is. He know he ain't no fighter. He a lover. He ain't a fighter. You know, and it's a good story. It's a good story because, you know, we all have that friend that's not a fighter, we all have that friend that'll fight anybody, and if you don't have one or the other, you probably are one or the other. So, hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. You need people that will defend. You need people that can think and get away, But I love it. I love this story. I just want to mention that you can rate this show. If you're listening to it, please go and rate it on Spotify in app. Just go to the actual podcast page and hit that star. Give me as many stars as you feel I deserve. I know a lot of people say give 5 stars. 5. Give as many stars as you feel I deserve, or go on Podchaser and rate me there, and leave a comment. Hey, this guy's voice is okay. You know what? He can't read. Whatever. Just leave me something so I know. If you like Chef, let me know. If you don't like Chef, let me know. If you don't like the review aspect, let me know or not. Just tell me what's going on. Go say something so I can give you a better show. All right. But anyway, Chef has a nice recipe. I know he talked to me about doing some possum or some coon recipe, and I told him no. We might be able to do something else, but we're not doing any rodents unless you guys want. And if you do want him to do that, then let me know, and I'll get the message over to him that you want some coon recipes and some rabbit recipes and some possum recipes and all that type of stuff. And I'm pretty sure he'll find it for you. All right. So get over there. Go see Chef. He has a nice recipe today. And until we meet again for the next leg of this journey, have a blessed day. I really mean that. Have a blessed day.
Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome to the Galley. I am Chef, and you know that. Today, we have a wonderful side dish inspired by that sweet, funny possum. And Mr. Mazingo told me not to make possum stew or coon recipe that I had in store for you. So today we will make cinnamon honey butter dinner rolls that you can eat with your possum or coon that you have prepared. So anyway, what do you need to make the dough? And what do you need to make the honey butter? First, the dough. We will use 5 cups of all-purpose flour, plus a 1/4 cup for shaping. Then we will use 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, that is your normal white sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 1/4 teaspoon of rapid rise instant yeast. 1 packet becomes like that. 1 1/2 cups of milk, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, plus 1 tablespoon salt for pan. 2 large eggs plus 1 yolk beaten. 3 tablespoons of honey. For the cinnamon honey butter, you will need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted and cooled. 2 tablespoons of honey, 1/2 tablespoon of grounded cinnamon, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt. I know 1/8 is a little hot, but just something like a pinch. For the dough, how will we put it together? Easy. Well, maybe not if you are not a baker. This will be a little harder, but bear with me. In a large mixing bowl, we will mix 4 cups of flour, sugar, salt, and yeast together with a wooden spoon. Make a well in the center of the dry ingredients. If you have a stand mixer, then I already have to do all of these stuff. Okay, you will heat the milk in the saucepan over medium-high heat until very warm, about 110 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, but not scalding. We will add milk to the well along with the melted butter, the eggs, and the honey. Stir together until evenly mixed. The dough will look like thick muffin batter. Start adding the remaining cup of flour in 1/4 cup increments, watching closely as a tacky dough forms. Use your hands to continue to combine the dough for about 5 to 8 additional minutes until a stiffer and tacky dough forms. You can also knead for additional time. Here, if you have or want softer product in the end. You want to make sure the flour is incorporated and the dough is soft to the touch and only slightly sticky. Cover lightly with plastic wrap and a wet towel and place it in a warm spot to proof until doubled in size, about 40 minutes. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and place the rack in the center position. Grease a 13 by 9 inch pan with 1 tablespoon of softened butter. Lightly flour work surface. Remove the dough from the bowl and cut into 3 large even pieces. Cut thirds into 6 pieces each. Place the ball of dough on the work surface, cupping your hands gently over the dough, pressing slightly and work into a circular motion to shape into a tight round. Place rolls in the prepared pan. Cover lightly with plastic wrap and a wet towel and return to the warm place until the rolls have doubled in size, about 35 minutes. Remove the plastic wrap and place in a preheated oven. Bake until golden brown or until a thermometer registers 190 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. About 35 minutes there. Cool in a pan on a wire rack for 10 minutes. Top with the cinnamon butter, then serve immediately. And for the cinnamon butter, in a small pan, stir together the melted butter, honey, ground cinnamon, and salt until well combined. This is all. If it is properly stored, you can have it for 4 to 5 days at room temperature. But that is it, my friend. That is all. So now, please go do what you do. Make these delicious rolls that you can have with whatever dish you like to cook it. Make it possum and coon just to piss off Mr. Armand Mozingo. But until I have another wonderful recipe for you, as always, enjoy, my friend, enjoy.
My friends, we are here, and I want to thank you for coming out here on this voyage with me. Thank you for doing what you do and giving me the time to get to this point. I want you to join me in thanking Art by Chalet. I I want to also join me in thanking those who create the sound effects and music on freesound.org and Free Music Archive. I want you to share this journey with your family and friends so that way they can be blessed just as you are. If you want to leave a comment or a review so others can learn about this voyage, please do so wherever you can. All other ways to support and contact me will be in the show notes. So please go there, check it out, and do what you do best and be you. Again, thank you. And until next time, have a blessed day.